time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Smashes ahead. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense makes him play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking to scramble. Fires left. Pulls it in. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
It's so difficult when the QB gets outside the pocket because now it's not the first play anymore. It's the second play that hurts you. Once you see him and he starts to scramble, now...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for space. It's Edwards. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Might as well stick with him. Breaks the tackle. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Running to Green. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Thanks to grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Using his legs, it's Edwards. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first down. Turning it on. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. Jukes away for more. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Give to the single back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He's got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Notre Dame right back to the line. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fitted in the window for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's in open space downfield. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
And that's got to be a big-time break because when you're a punt returner and you got all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all that speed on the field, it's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Runs through a tackle.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Edwards. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Duke! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Zings it complete to the right. They'll immediately call timeout.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the quarterback.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got his man on the right. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half.
Good enough for first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Notre Dame.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. 3rd down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Makes the catch. It's Washington. Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open.
He's trying to get it in, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. It's a running room. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to ULM. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. To throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. How in the world did he miss that? Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up.
Notre Dame, 37, Duke, 21.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. The Blue Devils pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's got him. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Plows through the defense. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing?
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Blue Devils need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The give is to Williams. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm putting an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Irish. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock is still running and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset.